You know, failing to hit the target is never the fault of the target. Think about what I just said. So this is going to be part 3 of the book, High Performance Habits. This one right here, we're almost done. And in this part, we're going to talk about sustaining success, how to make sure you're successful even down the road. So some people come into a business, or they start a project, or they get a new job, they're immediately successful, but they don't sustain it. So what I'm going to be breaking down in this book is how you can maintain that success. Beware of the 3 traps that we're going to discuss with you in this book. So let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to be doing part 3 of the book, High Performance Habits. Here we go. Ready? So this is going to be very powerful. This is the guts of the training of this book. So make sure you're taking some notes. Send me a comment. Give me a thumbs up if you like certain key points that I'm mentioning. And let's get started. Okay, so this is where you're going to learn about bewaring of the 3 traps. Superiority bias. This manifests when success inflates one ego, leading to feeling of being above others. It can subtly creep in, especially as achievements accumulate and accolades follow. Sometimes, you know, when people think that you're so great, it gets to you and your ego might just get out of whack. So make sure you control that, because here's the consequences. Alienation of peers, reduced calibration, and missed opportunities of mentorship and mutual growth. So this is where some of your networking skills may go down if you're too overly confident when you get to that level of success. Solution: enhance humility as strength. Acknowledge the contribution of others to your success. Remember, whenever you see somebody win an award, especially if you see some people who win an award for a film acting, they always give accolades to their team. That way, everybody is built and moving forward. Active seeking feedback from people who might even challenge your perspectives. Remember, growth comes from not from leading, but also from listening. Dissatisfaction loop, a dangerous cycle where achievements fail to bring lasting joy or fulfillment, leaving individuals feeling empty despite outward success. They arises when self-worth is tied to constant accomplishments rather than intrinsic value or purpose. So intrinsic value, your purpose has value in it. You got to build that up, because the consequences is this: you will have burnout, chronic dissatisfaction, inability to enjoy life's present moments. I look at it this way: whenever there's a setback, look at the setback as a stepping stone. There's a reason why it's happening, so you always focus on the end of the movie. Remember that analogy I gave you, that if you walk into a theater and you watch the end of the movie and everything just finishes just wonderfully, the hero wins. So no matter what trials and tribulations you're going through life, focus on the end of the movie, and that is fulfillment. You fulfilled your desired wish. Solution: develop a habit of gratitude. Oh, I love this. By reflecting on what's going on, celebrating small wins, and recognizing progress. So even if you feel you hit a roadblock in whatever you're doing in your business, in your job, look at the fact that you came from and where you are now, right? So even though you're going uphill, even though there's a roadblock, doesn't matter. Focus on the fact that you give gratitude, give thanks to where you are. Anchor yourself in a sense of purpose. Connect achievements to larger mission beyond personal gain. It's not just about personal gain. It's about where you're at, the person you're becoming. Balance ambition with appreciation for what you've already achieved. Ambition with appreciation. You always got a smile on your face no matter what happens. Neglecting relationships, the pursuit of excellence, can lead to unintentional isolation, distance individuals from personal and professional networks. Strong connections aren't just nice to have, they're a core of part of sustained emotional well-being and resilience. Consequences: loneliness, loss of trust, and diminished support and system. Here's the solution: proactive, schedule time, nurture your relationships with family and mentors. That's why it's good to have a calendar in your computer and on your phone, so you can schedule time that you can spend with your important people, right? This will help you build that relationship. Surround yourself with those who you can uplift and who can uplift you, and be honest on the feedback. This is very important. Build bridges rather than barriers. Success is more fulfilling when shared. I'm going to be talking about another book that's going to be, I don't have the title in front of me, but it's going to be talking about asking quality questions rather than asking people, hey, what's wrong with you? There's a better way to handle that. The number one thing that most critical elements of maintaining success over the long haul is clarity. Clarity serves as a compass, maintaining, helping performance navigate challenges and stay true to their purpose. Self-reflection. Consistency asks, who do I want to be? And what legacy do I want to leave behind? Align your daily actions with your core values. Ensure your work resonates with your vision for a meaningful life. Making sure that what you're saying and what you want is consistent with your daily work. What you're doing on a daily basis is consistent to your goal. This is very important. Staying centered, recognizing that clarity fuels focus, energy, and creativity. When distractions or setbacks arise, revisit why to re-anchoring yourself in your mission. Give you a quick analogy. I was watching a movie where one of the heroes in the movie was going to lose their house, and they lost their job. And so what he did, he went out and couldn't find anything in his field, so he just started to doing boxing. That's right. And he learned how to box and everything, and he would go out and play in the boxing rinks and play for money, actually. So when he was doing that, one of the fights he was in, his coach told him, and he was about to lose, he put him in there and says, hey, listen, I want you to focus on why you're doing this. You know, why you're fighting yourself. What's the purpose? And you told me it's because you want to win so you can win that money to save your house. When he thought about his family, of him being in that house and not being on the streets, something came inside of him and he built more drive and he was more motivated. He focused on his skills and he beat the other opponent. That's because he focused on his why more than anything than focusing on what he's doing wrong. Very important. Visionary leadership. High performers don't just seek personal gains. They focus on how their actions impact others and create ripples of positive influences. And I'll add this to you from my experience. It's not just having an impact to others, but long term, how is that going to impact them? So that's very important, is giving up short-term gratitude, short-term benefit to gain long-term benefit. The clarity of purpose builds resilience, keep them energized and even through challenges. Additional key takeaways for inspiration: consistency over intensity. This is very important. Don't try to eat an elephant in one bite. That's intensity. Consistency is eating it one bite at a time. Greatness isn't built in a day, but through consistent effort, committing to small intentional habits that align your larger goals. You know, I hear this, that's take massive action, take massive action. You hear that a lot of times in a lot of gurus. Massive action, what they're meaning is taking it over a period of time, because you can only stomach so much at a period of time. That's where you don't get overwhelmed. Example, instead of sporadically working long hours, focusing on a steady routine that maximizes productivity without burnout. Reflection as a superpower. Spend time each week evaluating your progress. Ask yourself, what went well? I like that. Most people say, what went wrong, right? What went well? Great question. What could I have done to improve? Right? How do I feel about the current contributions? Like how far you came. Remember that I just talked about from going to point A to point B? Look back and saying, hey, I moved from here to here. Wow. You know, I've improved from here to here. So these reflections provide clarity, allow us to course corrective action before issues escalate. So you can actually eliminate problems when you focus on your clarity of your goals. Gratitude and giving. Celebrate others as much as you would celebrate your own success. Giving mindset not only strengthens relationships, but also fosters a sense of abundance. Enhance your emotional well-being. Legacy focus. Shift your mind from short-term to long-term impacts. Consider, what stories will people tell about you when you're gone? What's going to happen? This is part of passing along generations stories about how you've lived and how you could impact them so that their life could be even better. How I contributed to the betterment of others in the world. Reflect, evaluate your actions from self-serving to truly transformative. Surround yourself with excellent. High performers are deeply intentional about their social circle. Engage with people who inspire, challenge, and support. I'll repeat that. Engage with people, inspire, challenge, and support. Just like that goldfish. If it's in muddy water, it's going to die. Change the surrounding. Get yourself in clean water. And this is just like here. When you associate with people who are negative, who are pulling people down and complaining, you're going to be part of that mess, right? But look at it objectively. Even if you're around them, how can you help them so you can uplift them and help them focus on to being a better high performer? Build a dream team of mentors, peers, collaborations who align with your vision of greatness. By understanding and overcoming the traps, staying clear of your purpose, and committing to habits that nurture growth and connection, you cannot only achieve but sustain success. As Burchard emphasizes, the real success is holistic. It encompasses joy, relationships, meaningful legacy, making journey as a fulfillment as a destination. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will speak to you on the next one, the conclusion of this book. Talk to you later.